Nigeria Restructuring Bill concluded and ready for ratification. Below is the kite being flown by the federal government on restructuring. Nigerian Economic Restructuring Bill 2021. Number 1. Nigeria will be made up of 42 states with 7 per each of our constituent geopolitical zone. This shall be South-South, Bayelsa State, Yenagoa, Western Ijaw State, Patani, River State, Port Harcourt, Cross River State, Calabar, Akwa Ibom State, Uyo, Edo State, Benin, and Delta State, Warri. This comprises of the South-South States region. Northeast region would have Mambila State, Gashaka, Taraba State, Jalingo, Adamawa State, Yola, Borno State, Maiduguri, Yobe State, Damaturu, Bauchi State, Bauchi, Gombe State, Gombe. On the southeast region, Anioma State, Asaba, Orashi State, Omoku, Anambra State, Awka, Imo State, Owerri, Enugu State, Enugu, Abia State, Umuahia, Ebonyi State, Abakaliki. On the north central, Abuja State, Abuja, Gurara State, Kafanchan, Benue State, Makurdi, Plateau State, Jos, Nasarawa State, Lafia, Kogi State, Lokoja, then Niger State, Minna. In the southwest region, we would have Kwara State, Ilorin, Oyo State, Ibadan, Ogun State, Abeokuta, Lagos State, Ikeja, Ondo State, Akure, Ekiti State, Ado-Ekiti, Osun State, Oshogbo. On the northwest region, Sokoto State, Sokoto, Kebbi State, Benin, Kebbi, Kaduna State, Kaduna, Katsina State, Katsina, Kano State, Kano, Jigawa State, Dotse, then number 7, Zamfara State, Gusau. In the number 2 on the agenda list, after the state addition or state creation, we still have other reconstruction bill that will be read. Each state will be responsible for creating and funding its local governments as it deems fit. Local governments will be funded internally by the charging of local tax, which will be augmented by a state grant representing no more than 10% of TV. Number 3, over a 35-year period, we gradually migrate back to the 1957 and 58 revenue sharing formula agreed by our founding fathers at the Lancaster House conferences in London, under which the federating units will control all the resources within their domains and remit 50% to the center. Our federating units will keep 50% of all the revenue that they generate, put a further 20% into a central pot called the SS Federation account, to which everyone can have access as the need arises. 10% will go into a geopolitical zone account, and the remaining 20% will go into the federation account used to run the federation government, or to run the federal government rather. Number 5, with regards to all other resources, we shall move towards this immediately, but in the case of oil and gas, the move will have to be gradual due to how dependent we have become on these two resources. A gradual migration shall take place over the next 35 years in this manner: 2000 13%, 2021 18%, 2023 20%, 2025 25%, 2030 30%, 2035 to 35%, 2040 to 40%, 2045 to 45%, and 2050 to 50%. Every one of our 42 states will be sent a target of generating at least $2 billion in export revenue. Any state government that attracts inward investment to the tune of $1 billion will get a corresponding grant from the federal government. Any state that fails to generate as much revenue as it spends for 2 consecutive years as from 2020 will be subject to an immediate declaration of state of emergency. It shall be administered centrally by the federal government until its books are balanced. 8. Every state must seek to generate at least 30% of its internal revenue from manufacturing and services, with a migration away from primary products to value-added production. Every state is free to create more local governments provided they meet the necessary criteria, which includes holding a referendum and the fact that the local government area is self-sustaining. To be recognized as a local government area, basic facilities that must exist within the domain include 20 primary schools, 5 secondary schools, a local government headquarters, at least one vocational training college, and at least one public health center. Number 10. All local and state governments will, as a matter of course, award supply contracts to companies that manufacture products within Nigeria. All as at least and last resort will companies that manufacture products abroad be granted government contracts. Well, this their own plan for restructuring, for the restructuring bill. Well, according to the point that says Nigeria will be made up of 42 states with 7 per each of our constituents geopolitical zone, which include the south-south, northeast, southeast, north-central, southwest, northwest. Well, yes, there are some states that has been added to it, but this is not what Nigerians really want. We don't want even the states, the 30 states we already have, we are unable to control. Buhari has been unable, even the so-called Abuja, he never control Abuja finish. He's still adding other states to it. This is not what we want. If possible, we should have 2 regions in the country, Nigeria, which was the example I would want to relate with. It should be either the north region and the south region. Now, if they really want one Nigeria, under the Nigeria we have 2 regions in Nigeria, and we now have a subsidiary of parliamentary system of governance, the one that should be adopted from the United Kingdom. Then under the Nigeria system, we should have 2 representatives. You can either call it prime minister from the south region, and we have another prime minister from the north region, or representative, whichever way or name they want to call it. Then any allocation of revenue that is coming should be divided into 2. For instance, if help is coming from World Bank, for instance, out of 100%, 50 goes to the north region and 50 comes to the south region. Then it now left for either the south to manipulate or manage their resources very well, or the south, or the north rather, manages their resources very well. From there we can know how the country goes. It does not really matter. All these states they are adding is of no relevance, instead of them reducing the state, because the problem of the northern region is so enormous that is causing havoc in the country. Now they wanted to vote. They said Yoruba was the president. Obasanjo came in, the country was going smoothly. Yaradua came in, it was going smoothly because Yaradua was educated. Good luck came in, it went smoothly. As soon as Buhari got in, things jeopardized, everything turned upside down. So if we can adopt 2 regional federalism, either the south region or the north region, then we can manage our resources ourselves. Well, I would like you to share your comment and opinion concerning this. If you have any thoughts, go to the comment section, and don't forget to share this news so that others can be aware. Thank you for listening.